Hey, Fang Gang. We're all having a great week so far, aren't we? Today, we are continuing with the life and suffering of Sir Brante in the times of the fall of the Blessed Arcane Empire. So I better get my reading glasses on. Hey, Ace, hope we're having a good night. I have a feeling that tonight, either our career or our family is about to go nuclear. I haven't seen any spoilers, that's just the impression I get. I need to throw a message. Oh, well, it'd help if I switched audio over, wouldn't it? Oh, that's why I thought the things were about to go nuclear, because Tommy showed up, and it's playing the dramatic music. That's why. My throat might be extra husky tonight, because I was just belting out Frank Sinatra for the entire hour-and-a-half drive home. Anyways, a friend in need. You arrive at the office one fine morning and find a visitor already sitting there. The visitor is none other than our BFF, Tommy Guerrero. Guerrero? Hero. Tommy Hero. His heavy uniform already bears a captain's chevrons. Tommy looks nervous, his fingers drumming a foreboding staccato on the desk. Why has your old BFF decided to pay you a visit? I am the great blue fanged one. It's about time people recognize this. You pat your friend on the shoulder and congratulate him on his promotion, even though we just met him last year and knew he was already a captain? Well, we were drunk that night, so I guess we forgot that Tommy got promoted. He understands. Hey, Grant, hope you're having a good night. Tommy shrugs, quietly brimming with pride. I got bumped up a month ago. Did you get demoted after we saw you as a captain last year and got promoted again? Apparently the Legion is running short on decent officers. But then I realized why there are so few of them. I wish I knew my direct superior was going to be our very own Commander Otten. Tommy grows grim at the mention of Otten. Listen, buddy, you and me, we always help out each other, right? That Arcanium bastard, he challenged me to a duel for the second time. He cut me down a month ago. That was my second lesser death. Whoa, Tommy's doing as bad as we are. He's dying just a few times in a few years to his own, like, not family member, but his own superior officer. I mean, we can relate. We can relate to our buddy here. I know I never told you, but it was tough. The gods, they spoke to me there in the hereafter. You mean the false gods? But right now, I got something worse to worry about than matters of soul. See, Otten, he remembers me from the time at the academy when I stood up to him at the party. Now he's gonna kill me again and again until my true death comes. So it's a duel. That's Otten's way of having fun with his subordinates. I just was reading that while I was sipping my tea. Power Alliance, I'm asking you as a friend. Will you be my second at the duel? Yes. Yep. Hold on. Are we at 20? Are we at 20 violence? No, we're at 19 violence. We are 1 point away from being a master of violence. I crave it. I crave the violence. Oh, I forgot. I need a Tylenol. That's better. That will be better. Yeah, no, full stop. We got your back, bro. I know Prefect Elborn, he doesn't like any kind of sword fighting. It's one of the old traditions he wants to put a oh. Can I walk back that yes? I forgot about that. Oh shit, this is gonna make me choose between my career and my BFF. Oh, is this what's happening for the... Oh, it's making me choose between Tommy and Borny? My career can't take this, man. Oh, man. But if I show up without a second, he won't just kill me for a third time. He'll dishonor me, too. You knit your brow in thought. In the Prefect's opinion, dueling is a lawless tool of noble tyranny. Elborny sees duels as an outmoded way of circumventing the legal system. He will be crushed to learn that one of his judges had been involved in a duel. Tommy sighs heavily. I know this is hard, pal, but I've got no one else to turn to. All the boys in Legion fear Otten like the plague. You're the only noble who can support me in this. What about Stefan? Hold on. Let me cook. What if we got Stefan to back him up? I think Stefan would totally be down to clown, especially after what just happened. I mean, Stefan arguably owes us one, even though it was Dad, but, you know. But I know this duel won't be the end. Our great Sir An will find an excuse for a third duel before you know it. That'll be my last one for sure. Thomas rolls up the sleeve of his uniform. 2 pitch black lines encircle his forearm. He is desperate, and it's easy to see why. One-on-one against an Arcanian swordsman. He is doomed. Oh shit. Please don't be minus career points. Hold on. Where's my career? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, Tommy. Why'd you have to come in today? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought we were about to lose the game because of our career. Stop the duel. 1 point away. Oh, I guess we would have had to have relations with Otten as well. Shit. Okay, so that probably wouldn't have happened anyways. Decline the request. No, we couldn't do that because we're BFF. Okay. The good news is this isn't going to crash and burn our career with no survivors. And I don't like it, but we can tank that -1 on Borny. Why is both my justice and career low? We all make mistakes in the heat of the moment, Ace. It is what it is. We all make mistakes in the heat of the moment. Oh boy. So you cannot possibly leave Tommy in need at a time like this. You will go to the duel along with him. I mean, it was my gut reaction, so I'm not unhappy about this. But man, let's just hope Borny there's no bad consequences. So hold on, what's the other ones? He's gonna be in danger from now on. That's him in hiding, but he's still in danger. So I guess Tommy going into hiding is the best option? That seems kind of fucked up. This is another no W situation. Best we can do is stop our bro from dying at this moment. You have been best friends with Tommy ever since you were little boys. Does he really think you would abandon him to such a cruel fate? Of course, you will be his second at the duel no matter what. Your friendship will not be broken, even if you risk Prefect Borny's displeasure. It's not the end of the world losing I almost said brony. A Borny point. We can take that hit. As the two of you walk to the palace ruins, you finally have time to ask Tommy for more information. What was Otten's excuse for challenging him to duel this time? Here's what happened. Otten told me to head it to a nearby village with a squad of Legion soldiers. Solmana, it's called. Oh, we have a map. Hold on, where's the map? Solmana. A large, prosperous village in the east of Magra. It has accrued considerable wealth thanks to the numerous silver mines in the nearby hills. Many Solmanan commoners have grown rich and joined the new faith. Okay. The villagers refused to pay the Archduke's tax. Said they already paid the tax to Gaius Tempest's men. He's the overseer, so the law says the tax is his. Son told me in the last to string up a couple of the rowdiest peasants and put their houses to torch to teach the rest of them a lesson. Hey. So we went there. Let me tell you, buddy, I didn't join the Legion and start hanging people and burning villages. So we decided to have a word with the village elder first. The locals soon realized what was going on. Losing money is one thing, but losing a spare life is worse. I keep forgetting this. It's a funny thing about this setting where they just treat lives so casually because they have the spares. I was like, brother. The people in this world don't know how good they have it, but also how fucked it is with the false gods. They hemmed and hawed and finally found enough cash to pay the Archduke Melanitis. Which means we came back to Anizote with nobody dead and all the money for the treasury. But then the commander summons me and claims I didn't follow his order, which means I also slighted the honor of a noble Archnean who's my commander, so he challenges me to a duel. And you know what? I'm not the first Power Alliance, I'm not the last. Any officer in the Legion could end up like me. Aten does as he sees fit, with no plans to stop. He's a commander, he's the noble of the sword, and he's Archnean. We're just dirt under his boot. Who's gonna rein him in? We're missing a G there in rein. Yeah, it's not the great trade-off. Oh, there he is. Dorian Aten. You reach the site of the duel just before dawn. By a half-crumbled wall, you see a tall figure clad in a thick cloak. Glorious Aten, High Commander of Magra, already expecting you. His azure fingers drum impatiently on the pommel of his sword. Thomas dutifully bows to his commander. Aten grimaces at him. Excuse me. You're late, Captain Garo. Sorry, it's pronounced Hero. Captain Hero. Why should I have to wait for you? You insulted me again already, and who was this? I've seen your face before. We're the one who called you a punk bitch in front of everyone at the ball. Anyway, don't have time for this. Make haste! I have other duels today. The commander's second appears from the shadows. A young nobleman, quiet and eager to oblige his betters. As seconds, you ask the duelists if they are ready. Without a word, Aten draws his sword. Tommy nods anxiously, clearly ready to face another death. The two bow ceremoniously and adopt a dueling stance. The difference between them is apparent as soon as they begin. Aten's sword seems like an extension of his arm. Thomas pales before him like a clumsy child who has grabbed father's sword for the first time. Can't relate. We were never like that. We were born for violence. Everything about this battle shows that Aten treats this duel as no more than entertainment. The Archnean moves around so rapidly and gracefully, your friend can barely defend himself against the flurry of strikes. Then, for the smallest moment, Aten tones down his assault. And for the first time during the duel, Thomas makes a riposte, but it's gonna be a feint. It's gonna be a feint. Yep. Easily, effortlessly, Aten deflects Thomas's blow, and then Thomas's blow. We don't need that S there. And then retaliates. His sword sticks through your friend's shoulder. As soon as you see the blade drew blood, you shout for the duel to end. The debt for the insult has been paid in blood. If the loser of the duel is ready to offer his apology, the fight must stop. I think I know what you're talking about, Gran. You say that not sure, but you think Archneans might not get spare lives because they're considered important. I don't think that's all Archneans. I think that's the rulers. You might be right. I might be misremembering too. But I want to say it wasn't all Archneans. It was just the ruler class, which is most of them. But they don't all get this extra spare lives. I'm not sure. What? Is some human trying to teach me the laws of the duel? I'm an Archnean of the Aten dynasty. There's no one here who can teach me the ways of honor. Except for us, with the 19 score and violence. His sword flashes and stabs your friend straight through the heart. A wet red spot begins to spread across Tommy's shirt. Your friend stumbles backwards. He drops his sword. His knees buckle. A wheeze. Another. Then a cough full of blood. And his bright eyes grow dim and dull. Slowly, Thomas's body disappears. His blood-stained clothes, his sword, and his footsteps in the dust are all that remains. Aten hands his sword to his second, who is ready to wipe it down. Well then, that pitiful human will face another duel very soon. Let's hope he fights better during his last life. When your friend is reborn, tell him my exact words. We should challenge him to a duel right now. Square the fuck up. I want to challenge Dorius Otten to a duel, like right the fuck now. Fuck you. Fuck you, Dorius. The Arcane walks away, calm and composed, his second in tow. Dazed and numb, all you can do now is gather your friend's belongings and bring them to his house. Unless you intervene, Thomas is doomed to meet his true death soon. You are a judge, but to an Arcane of such rank and birth, your authority means nothing. Is there any way you can help your friend? Yeah, hopefully. I feel like we should have been able to challenge him there. We have a 19 in violence. We could have taken him. I crave it. The case against Otten. Ooh. I like where this is going. The day after your meeting with Tommy, time slows to a crawl. As you examine one case after another, you cannot help but think back to your friend and his fate, again and again. There's a knock at the door. Baron Elborny, the prefect, has decided to pay you a visit. I have a matter to discuss with you, Brante. Would you mind if we take a walk? It's getting a bit stuffy in here. Aye, aye, sir. The prefect clearly wants to discuss something in private. You walk down the stairs together and leave the prefecture. Yay, lawfare, yay! Soon, the two of you are walking down the noisy streets of the Brass District. I almost said Brace. The Brass District. The wind is strong today, the gray sky mercifully overcast. The people around you are bartering, buying, and selling eagerly. The streets are full of craftsmen and factory workers. Merchant carts squeak as they roll down the streets. The head of the prefecture looks more worried than usual, lost in thought as he observes the bustling street life around him. Brante, do you recall how we talked about the tyranny of the nobility in the province? Dorius Otten, the High Commander of Magra, is on a murderous spree. He challenges subordinates to a duel for the slightest infraction and slaughters them with impunity. If our law is unable to protect anyone from the violent tyranny of the Arcanians, who will ever respect the law? It's time we put an end to this. Look, boss. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. I don't know if I'm your huckleberry. You are aware of who you're talking to, right? The guy who's in a bit of a pickle. As long as I'm in charge of this prefecture, establishing the rule of law over people of all states and titles is our most important task. But people like Otten stand in our way. People who think themselves above the law. We need to prove them wrong. I have been informed that Otten has pressured your childhood friend, Captain Thomas Hero, into a duel. I believe Sir Hero sought your assistance in private. Am I right? You caught me. He caught me red-handed because I still got my bro's blood on them from carrying his shit home. You admit that is so. Indeed, as an old friend, Tommy is counting on you to defend him. And so, young Brante, I believe that to be reason enough to entrust this case to you officially. If you find yourself doubting your abilities, know that you are my best candidate. No other judge would have the courage to prosecute an Arcanian. That, and I trust you more than any ordinary judge. I think it's less that he trusts us, and more that he knows that we are already in a position to be burned. We're basically burned ourselves at this point, so it's like, why not just end our career flaming out with an Arcanian? I spoke to your father, but even he would not accept this undertaking. He says your family has worked too hard to be ennobled by the sword to risk it all now. But you bear no such burden, do you? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Don't do this to me, Borny. Oh, fuck. Do you know? Can everyone just chill? I was just memeing on the stream title, but can we just chill? I'm so close to getting our family to being El Brante. And everyone's trying to blow it up. God, everything really is going nuclear. As it stands right now, sentencing an Archnean to even the smallest punishment is unthinkable. But drop by drop, water can wear down any stone. We will make our way to Auten, but we must do it slowly and carefully. I don't think Tommy has that time. What we need is a perfectly prepared case. We need you to find enough incontrovertible evidence, enough witnesses who are willing to testify in court. But I'm sure you realize that even this won't be enough to force an Archnean to go to trial, don't you, Powerlines? That's me. We have to change the unspoken rules in our city and province. We'll start with the lower-ranking people, lower-ranking cases, and little by little, we'll establish rules that even high-born nobles will have to obey. Brother, you're talking about a process that takes like decades? But I think Tommy is about to die. Like tomorrow? I don't think we have that time. But can we resist dissing the douchebag? We can't. That's part of the problem. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, Alborni stops. Standing in the middle of the street, bustling with life, he points out a number of commoners hurrying about their business. Excuse me. Just look. All these people need to know that there's such a thing as justice. The law must apply to them all, no matter their lot. Whether suffering, praying, or ruling, they need to know they can rely on us as judges to enforce the law against anyone and everyone. I am counting on you in this, Sir Brante. Yeah, Borny is trying to speedrun. I don't know if it's going to work out. It's an interesting play. Let's see if it works out for him. You stand motionless as O'Borny studies you intently. From now on, from this moment forth, you will prosecute a case against the High Commander of Magra, a highborn Archnean from an ancient dynasty. This is a pivotal moment in your destiny and your career. You could rise higher than ever, or plunge into obscurity and ruin, and drag our family with us. Yeah, we only have 3 justice. Like, I don't think it's gonna work. I'm all for it, but I don't think it's gonna work. You decide to talk about Tommy and his fate. Right now, he represents your best chance at getting Auten indicted, but there's absolutely no guarantee he will live to speak at trial. If you are to oversee this case, ensuring his safety has to be the first thing you do. You're right, Brante. We need Thomas Hero to see this to the end. But remember, this is about more than just your friend and his fate. This is a matter of law and justice for the entire province. The peril to Sir Tommy's life is great indeed, but if you openly defy the High Commander now, your standing will suffer accordingly. Fuck. Also learning that Borny and Gaius have never really talked. That makes sense. You could find a safe shelter for Sir Tommy, away from Auten. But if Tommy remains in the city, he might be of use when you begin looking for Auten's other victims. I realize you are looking for a way to rescue your friend. But right now, we must all use caution, lest our entire cause suffer. What say you, Powerlines? It's me. What is your plan? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let Tommy roam freely. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Like, tomorrow. You choose to exercise caution and refrain from getting involved in Tommy's fate. He's gonna die. We can't do that to Tommy. That's a +1 career. I'm not gonna lie, a +1 career is kind of huge for us. Have Tommy taken into custody. It'll cost us a reputation? Oh, fuck. You get Thomas framed and taken to prison, all to keep him safe from another duel. What's her scheming at? Scheming? Ooh, that's a breakpoint. I doubt that's really going to come up for a judge, but that's a breakpoint. That's something. Send Tommy out of Anizote. The promise. We can't do this because it costs us a career point. You pressure Oborni to give you a squad of Hendames to ensure that Thomas is well guarded. That's not an option. That's gonna kill us. Convince Tom. We can't do this one. What is it? Thanks to the deal you struck with Otten, you convinced your friend to leave military service and give him some money to live on for the time being. Oh boy. So that's if we were able to talk them out of the duel before. So we can't do that. We can do this for a reputation hit, but that's going to set us back to being only halfway towards getting our L. This is a tough one. Because I'm pretty sure Thomas is just going to, like, eat a knife, like, tomorrow. Thomas doesn't have long for this world, man. So this is the safer option for keeping him alive. But God, that reputation, it sucks. I don't think that reputation is worth the scheming point. Oh, man. I don't like it, but I think we have to let Tommy roam freely. I think this is the best L we can take right now. And we just have to hope that our boy makes it. Oh, fuck. Please live, Tommy. Please don't die. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. It's the only option I really have. I need that career point. I'm so down bad. It's unreal. You informed the prefect that observing Thomas without interference would be the best course of action right now. The time to counter on with decisive action has not yet come. You must not put the entire cause at risk just to save one man, even if that man is a key witness. Has Stefan talked to you about helping Gloria? No, he hasn't. The last event with Stefan and Gloria was them bitching each other out for days on end until I yelled at them on behalf of Dad to shut the fuck up. And it seems like they showed out since then. Trust in the heart of the cards. You never trust the Queen of Hearts, man. The Queen of Hearts always cuts you. Yes. In all honesty, Brante, I have to admit you're right. We can only hope Sir Thomas has what it takes to fend for himself. Jesus Christ, man. For now, this course of action should keep your position as judge safe and secure, without drawing the ire of the high nobility. I don't like it. I'm not happy about this. Well, we should get back to work. Begin preparing the case at once. Can we talk to our blueberry girlfriend? What was her name? Octavia? Octavia Melanitis? Can she help us, please? Can she, like, summon Tommy to, like, vibe at her castle? Or something? Please? Back at the office, you send a note to Thomas's address. A brief request to visit you at the prefecture as soon as possible. He returns to your office that evening. You have not seen him for just one day, but he looks a decade older. It pains you to see him so downcast. You explain the situation to him, carefully choosing your words. Otten is well on his way to being punished for his crimes. You are building a case against the High Commander of Magra. But you need evidence to help prove Otten's guilt, and you hope Thomas will help you find it. You're going to do everything you can to stop Otten's murderous rampage. But you have neither the authority nor the connections to protect Thomas at present. Except for our girlfriend. What about the girlfriend? Your friend will have to be prepared to fend for himself. Tommy hunches over, his exhaustion showing, and gazes at you dully. Just taking on a case against that Archnia means a lot to me. I agree to bear witness. Do whatever you can. Life goes on. I'll go back to Legion and do all I can to stay out of Otten's way. I'll be fine. He's not fine. He is not fine. Our boy is not fine. Oh God, we couldn't help Tommy. Tommy's gonna die and it's our fault. Tommy shakes your hand. It takes him a significant effort to rise from his seat and walk out the door. You remain in your chair, deep in thought. Your friend is still in danger. When will Aten be reminded of his existence next? At least your position is safe for now. Aw, why'd you have to rub it in? She's our lover, not our patron. I know. But... Come on, Octavia. Okay. At least we have one career point to burn if we have to. But holy shit, we're still down bad. We are so... we could have at least given us 2 career points for that. Tommy realizes he wouldn't give up that reputation point for him. I didn't have a reputation point to give up. If I gave it up, I would have burned my career and nothing would have happened. I wanted to help Tommy, but I couldn't. Aten's case. Year 1141. You have been entrusted with a case against the noble and influential Archnean, a high commander of the province. He is accused of violence against his own legionaries. Oh boy. Can everyone just chill? Can we just all get along and be happy for like a day? Wouldn't that be nice? What about a festival? Year 1141. The procession to the tree. A holy day is coming. A day with the entire empire thanks to the twins for the silver tree. The sign they left behind as a reminder of their eternal presence in the world. This momentous occasion is especially important for Anazote, but the clergy cannot agree on how best to celebrate it. I just noticed that the music is going nuclear right now. Like, the chimes are on fire. They're hitting it so hard. This music is awesome. Hey, Chris, hope you're having a good night. Strife only in life. Yeah, that's what this is like. Father Lenart has called for all worshippers of the twins to approach the temple of the silver tree and kneel before the sacred relic. But the old clergy balks at the idea of Lenart and the new believers leading the ritual. Also, yeah, you have a point that the idiot literally broke a law in front of a judge, which also just reinforces that Archneans don't give a fuck, because they're considered above the system. The day has come. An immense crowd is moving in a procession toward the temple near the silver tree, where Father Lenart awaits. But an inquisitor by the name of Jan... Oh wait, I remember him. His name is Yanni. By the name of Yanni stands in their way. She strikes a defiant pose. Is she doing a superhero pose? Confronted by a member of the Holy Order of the Inquisition, the procession reluctantly stops. People, turn back. Those who attend Lenart's rites will succumb to the new faith. Those who reject the lot will defy their their divine design. You're about to bring the wrath of the gods down upon us all. Open your eyes, go back to your homes, and pray to the twins. The procession wants to move, but the people are confused, until Father Lenart himself walked out of the temple to meet Yanni face to face. That's what he looks like? Dude looks like a bum. He looks like a clean-shaven, Nate. People of Anazote, no one has the right to deny you the sacred ritual of worshipping at the tree. Not even the Inquisition. Is such a denial not more likely to provoke the wrath of the twins? The Inquisition must know that the new faith does not seek to challenge or defy the twins. We are merely trying to correct the mistakes of those who came before us. We do not anger the twins. We merely vex those who refuse to accept the dawn of a new age. Yanni finds herself between a rock and a hard place. Seeing that she has no other choice, she lets the procession pass. What the fuck did she think was going to happen? Yanni's a dumb bitch. The new faith's numbers have swelled of late. It cannot be stopped now. What can't be stopped now? The faith? I mean, nothing has really changed there. There's still a schism. The Festival of the Silver. The fuck was that? Is the tree being cut down? What the hell is that? Today is an important holiday. The entire empire celebrating the Festival of the Silver Tree, which commemorates the parting gift of the twin gods, the divine sapling they planted in our mortal world, in the middle of Anazote. The families of the city spend the day in peace and quiet, contemplating the divine roots that join together all people, their bloodlines, and the entire empire. Mother always sees this holiday. The day before the festival, she seemed to have shaken off her usual apathy, engaged in the preparations with excitement. It was as though her illness has loosened its grip. Mother gathers the entire family for a holiday meal. Father is in high spirits today, sharing jokes with you and Nathan. Did he make Nathan shave and stop looking like a bum and smelling like piss and wine? Stefan is trying to suppress an atypical agitation. Gloria is the last to join you at the table. She is wearing new breeches with high stockings and a yellow vest. Okay, rocket sister. Gloria, you're wearing men's clothes again. Oh, shut up, Mom. No one cares. No, Mother, I'm wearing clothes women are forbidden to wear. We're not backing up Gloria. She already burned us. Fuck this. I hate family dinners! This is why I hate Thanksgiving. It's always mom and sister bitching at each other. Fuck Thanksgiving, fuck Christmas. I mean, Christmas Day is okay, just don't drag me into the meal. Father gives Gloria a stern look. Stefan rolls his eyes but says nothing. Suddenly, Nate speaks up. Really? Wait, Nate can talk? Who knew? A few days ago in the market, I saw a grocer dressed as Overseer Gaius Tempest. He had a huge carrot for a scepter. It got a sound drubbing, of course, but until then, it was quite a hoot. What? Is Nate okay? What the hell does... Is Nate ODing again? Is he just hallucinating? What the fuck is going on with Nate? What does that have to do with anything? Everybody laughs at the ridiculous story, relieved. Even Gloria has a smile on her face when she said... Okay. Was Nate just blurting out random bullshit to distract everyone and it worked? Bro actually rolled like a nat 20 on his deception check? Is that what just happened here? The feast commences! Your home finally feels warm for a moment. Hey, it almost felt warm when Granddad almost burnt it down. It wasn't so long ago the four of you couldn't ever reach up to this table. The first word you said, Gloria, was gimme. Nathan used to cling to my skirt all the time, he still does. Almost tearing at it, still does. And you, Powerlines, it's me. You couldn't talk at all yet, but your piercing stare was so expressive. I felt as if you were talking to me. No, you must have me confused with someone else. I never wanted to talk to you. Yeah, I think Mom is mixing things up. Mother looks at Stefan and suddenly grows quiet. When I met Stefan, he was already 3 years old. He was so serious and a smooth talker to boot. I remember that he had a music teacher, but he was too shy to play in front of me, so I used to listen from the next room. Oh, it's a good moment. When I saw Stefan's face twitches, I assumed he was about to bitch out Mom. I just assumed that was about to happen. Your elder brother rises and moves to the old harpsichord. His fingers fly gracefully over the keys. A melody fills the house, melancholy and sweet. Oh, that's nice. Hold on, what's our family at? We have disagreements, but we're not down bad. Okay, so that's just why this is being so peaceful. The last note lingers in the air, then silence falls. The family is awestruck. Words fail you all. Words fail you all. Who wrote that? A nobleman from the capital, drinking a glass of wine and baiting a servant. Gloria! You stupid bitch! Oh my god. Your sister's cutting remark puts an end to the warm, cozy atmosphere. Stefan calmly turns to face her. Gloria deserves to have her ass ripped out right now. She absolutely deserves it. I am so over Gloria. No, it was I who composed this piece of music. It is called Mother. Mother rises to her feet. She would have needed help to do this just recently, but now, She treads unassisted towards Stefan and draws him close. Stefan puts his arm around his stepmother's waist, then attaches himself awkwardly. Gloria is unironically the actual problem in the family right now. Like, I used to be worried about Stefan blowing it up, but it's literally just Gloria now. Gloria is the problem child. May the twin gods bless you, Lydia. He's trying! He's trying not to be granddad! God, fuck Gloria. I joked all this time that Mother was the sinking ship, but it's just Gloria. Mother was the iceberg, but Gloria is the Titanic. Gloria is taking everyone down with her. Gloria considers the scene with thinly veiled fury in her. What the fuck is wrong with you? Gloria! Of course, highborn nobles like Stefan are made for the arts. They're the only ones lucky enough to have a soul and experience inspiration. Unlike us, the lowborn, we aren't supposed to feel anything but suffering, let alone express it in poetry. Oh my god. This stupid bitch. Oh, it's just like Thanksgiving. Oh, fuck. Everyone notices that Gloria's clutching pages. She's just certified hose mad. She is certified hose mad. Your sister casts a mournful glance at the family and her eyes rest on you. Persuade the family that Gloria has a right to read her poems. Why? She's just being certified hose mad jealous. Yeah, sucks to suck. Appeal to mom? Let mother calm Gloria down? Okay, that was the unity point. Calm down, Gloria, just calm down. Listen to mother. Interrupt. Oh. We can only take an L here? Your sister's not to indulge in versification. Look, if we have to take an L, Gloria's gonna eat that bullet. Like, I am so tired of Gloria's shit. I am so tired. Just fuck her. Gloria is about to continue, but you intervene. Gloria will not recite her poetry. How many times do you have to iterate that your sisters may not violate the commoner's lot? Yes, you understood that she is dissatisfied with it. But there are other things to think of here. Things such as public order or the reputation and safety of this family. You can't just live as though none of those things existed. Oh my god. Did we just turn into old Stefan? This is what I wanted, but not what I wanted to say. This is rough all over, man. Your reprimand takes Gloria by surprise, because up till now we were softballing it for her. But now she done fucked up. She burned our last good graces last time, and we're all out of give a fuck points. We don't have any more blue ribbons for her, so she's gonna have to live with our foot up her ass from now on. Your reprimand takes Gloria by surprise. She flushes red with fury and clasps the pages to her chest. See, you're of the same mind as Stefan, Power Alliance. It's me. I'm not allowed to bear your name, but I still have to bear all the responsibilities that come with it. What hypocrisy. Shut up. Shut up and eat your ham. Don't say things you'll regret. Listen to Stefan. He unironically is trying his best. He was trying to make the family work for you, Gloria, and you had to shit all over him and the family. Yeah, listen to Dad. Calm down. Everyone just chill. Gloria runs out of the room, outraged and tearful, and slams the door and yells, "I'm not mad, you're mad!" The family freezes in place, dumbfounded by the dumb bitch. Oh, God, I'm so over Gloria. I don't feel so well. Nate, son, please help me to my room so I can shake you. That'll make Lydia feel better, shaking her son, Nate. I'll take her back to the good old days of postpartum depression. That might have been a step too far. Stefan was nothing but civil this whole night. Yeah, dude. Stefan was unironically trying to make things work with both Lydia and Gloria and try and bury the hatchet. He was trying his best. But Gloria just wasn't going to have that. Gloria cannot live without making her problem everyone else's. Gloria, your song sounds like shit. Now who wants to hear my forbidden poetry I'm very sensitive about? Right? Seriously. Mother leaves the room, leaning on Nathan's arm. The celebration is cut short because of Gloria. Yeah, I know. Yeah, jeez. Oh, jeez. Look, that's just how tired of Gloria's shit I am. She is my least favorite. I would rather go to bat for fucking Nate. And Nate is a burned out bum. Like, holy shit. At this point, I'm surprised Nate is even literate. That's how burned out he is. And still, I would bat to him before Gloria. We got a bro point. We need that. We're gonna need this bro point from when we take an Arcane into point anyways. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, Stefan unironically fights for Gloria. He's done that already. Ooh, oh. Time for a booty call. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. We grew close with Octavia Melanitis. But we consider each other equals, so are we her booty call or is she our booty call? That's the eternal question. Octavia and you do not see... Is this like the day after Christmas? Our forbidden girlfriend calls us for a booty call the day after Christmas. Octavia and you do not see each other very often. Sometimes, as the days wear on, you forget about your unusual liaison. But then the Archduke's daughter bursts into your life and you abandon yourself to passion until she disappears again. Today, Octavia is waiting for you at her summer home in the city. It is a cozy little villa, concealed from prying eyes by a high fence. Beyond the fence is a glorious garden. You have never seen one so beautiful in Magra. Octavia meets you on the veranda. She is wearing a light white frock that leaves her shoulders exposed. Her black hair cascades down her back. You bow to Lady Melanitis. She grins and draws you toward her so that you sit down by her side. Because we ain't no simp. We told her we're going to be equals. Yeah, Gran, right? Families suck. Want a thing to forget about it? I'm pretty sure she feels the same way about her family right now. This is unironically the post-Christmas booty call where we just, like, de-stress and get the fuck away from our families. The sun is melting beyond the horizon. Octavia commands her servants to leave you alone. Tonight, she is strangely pensive, barely touching her food and drink. You cautiously inquire if anything is amiss. Listen to me, Powerlines. I'm at a crossroads. My father, the Archduke, is planning to send me out of Magra for a while. Apparently, in his opinion, my escapades are bound to cause trouble for our family. Well, he's not wrong, is he? Because your escapades are named Powerlines Brante. I can talk straight. I do like tall women. Octavia stands up, towering above you. Her eyes burn with a menacing flame. I am a daughter of the great family of Melanitis, an Arcanian born at the peak of the world. All shall tremble before me. Isn't that so, Powerlines Brante? That's me. And also, no, I'm not going to tremble. No, I'm good. I'd win. But before you can reply, Octavia abruptly lowers her head, downhearted. I am not free, just like you, my dear human. Excuse you. Put it back in the deck. Brante. I have a duty to my family, to my blood tie, to the Empire. My whole life, all I've ever done is fulfill obligations created by others. I have no aspirations. Everything is preordained. What the world is like, how I ought to live, what my father doesn't decide for me. Those two up on the peak have a shining pillar. Oh, what those two on the peak of the shining pillar already have. I am looking for a way out of this cage. It must exist. I study history, but all I find are tidbits of lost knowledge. But I believe that I'm not the first to try to escape the chains of this world. I kind of like where this is going. I think we have an opportunity about to arrive. What am I to do, Power Alliance? It's me. You yearn to break free of the fetters of fate just as I do. You have escaped the commoner's lot and joined the higher state. But your new lot is just as much a prison. Prison. Why can't I talk right tonight? But your new lot is just as much of a prison, isn't it? Could it really be that none of us will ever be free? Octavia looks into your eyes dolefully. You've never seen her so helpless before. I like how the default option is like, we got nothing, let's fuck. Ooh. Oh, that's if she's our patron. But boy, we could have used that right now. We could have used this. Share your revelation. Well, we have died multiple times. Ooh, eloquence and willpower. That's not bad. You relate to Octavia the grandeur of the twin gods' design as it was revealed to you in your revelation. Namely, that it's false. And fuck the gods. Inquire about this arcane knowledge. For theology and willpower. Huh. So this is eloquence. This is theology plus an Octavia point. Oh. You ask Octavia about the lost knowledge she has been seeking. Plus 10 willpower, no. Because we're at 15, this will put us at 20. Yeah, knowing her has been great so far. And we can't do this. But man, I could go for this right now. I could go for that career point. This is interesting. I don't know. Oh, that's plus 2 eloquence. Oh, that's plus 2 theology. Okay. What's the breakpoint for eloquence? Ooh. That's gonna put us over a breakpoint. And that's kind of oh, that's for the Inquisitor though. Conspirator, scheming. Which ones are important for the judge? Oh, just these two. Okay. Fucking diplomacy has been killing me. I've been stuck at that breakpoint for so long. This is actually a tough one. I could go either way. Because I do like that eloquence. And I like talking about how the gods are false. But I do like that arcane knowledge. Plus the Octavia point. I don't really care about theology. That's a plus 2. Theology. That puts us at the first breakpoint, which better than nothing, but I don't care about theology. I don't think it's ever really come up. Maybe once it came up. But I do like both options. We're going to go for this one because it gives us the extra Octavia point. And those are hard to come by. I think if we want to already have high Octavia points... Whoa. Anyways. Don't worry about the horror sting. I think to get high Octavia points, you have to, like, be simping for her early on. Like, instead of selling the hanky. And also dancing with her at the ball. Or whatever. You carefully inquire about the lost knowledge Octavia was speaking of. What is she trying to find in these ancient ruins? Octavia responds with a playful smile. She takes her hand and leads you into her chambers. There, under the flickering candlelight, she covers you in a semi-transparent gold-colored veil. Then she puts a mysterious mask of the same color over your face. Is this like a kink? What is this? What's going on? Did our Arcnean girlfriend just put us in a gimp suit? I'm worried. What? Okay. Don't speak. She seriously just gimped us. You'll understand. Let me in. Yeah, this makes her like us more. Worth it unless this is gonna get weird. It's already weird. I'm scared. I need an adult. I just joined the Yellow King. That's kind of based. Octavian I actually read the Yellow King a bit last year. I read my favorite stories from that book, but I couldn't read all the book because I got burnt. I've never finished all of the Yellow King book because that author is such a horrendous Francophile, and I can't stand it. I always get burned out like halfway or 2/3 through the book. But the stories in it are so good. But I just cannot stand how many of his stories are about like a chain-smoking French artist suffering in a studio apartment in Paris. That's like half of the book. So the Yellow King is great, except for that. The brother, he was down bad as a Francophile. Anyways, Octavia entwines her fingers with yours and starts singing. You never heard this language before. The song is slow and human drawl. At first, nothing happens. You listen to Octavia's song, watching the glimmer of the candlelight on her face and the walls of her chamber. Everything is gently shifting. Yeah, a Francophile, like he's obsessed with French people and stuff. I forget if the author was British or American, but I think it was American. But dude was just like obsessed with France. And it was written in the late 19th century, I think, I want to say, right before the turn of the century. So I do recommend checking out the book, The King in Yellow. It's public domain. I forget it. I think it's not unlisted on my channel, what I read last year. I think. Because I went back and I enlisted stuff I was using when I was using the default VTuber model that came with VTS. Rather than my beautiful Fang self. Vampire. But yeah, I do recommend The King in Yellow. You just have to stomach it and power through the Francophile. And when she cometh near, fear not, but hasten not toward her. Look but don't touch. They didn't realize how horrible and filthy they were back then. Yeah. Octavia's lips are not moving. The words seem to take shape inside your head by themselves. The skin of your limbs has taken on a different hue. Now it is blue, like that of the Arcanians. Who is sitting opposite you? Octavia, yourself? You cannot tell any more. Everything has become one. Did we just get mind merged? Did she just do like a Vulcan mind meld with us? The fuck? The world fades away and shatters. Your bodies, the walls, the rooms, the buildings, the city. Everything grows pale and dissolves into the light. All of it, the lots, the empire, the twin gods themselves, is but a dream. A bad dream. And you have wandered through this dream all your life. You come to your senses in the dead of night, and... Sister called us for a booty call the day after Christmas. She said she wants to escape this prison of a fucked up world. She gets us in a gimp suit and drugs us, and while we're drugged, she takes us to bed. Oh, brother. You come to your senses in the dead of night, in Lady Melanitis' bed. Ooh. She is lying beside you, asleep, naked, her black hair spilled across the pillow. You run your trembling fingers over her skin. Octavia sleeping soundly. She's sleeping it off. We don't know what happened, but she's sleeping it off. There's no waking her up. Her ass is snoring. She's dead. We have no idea what happened. Okay, we had a moment with God while our girlfriend was doing non-consensual things to us. Yeah, Chris has it right. Eldritch powers don't typically ask for consent. That's true. Do we get to keep the gimp suit as a reward for going along with it? Ooh, next year. Year 1142. The Emperor's heir is in danger. News from the capital quickly reaches every corner of the Empire. Yarian and Flavius, the heirs to the throne, have left the emperor's palace for a province of Monia, which is ruled by the great chancellor Aegirus Monrogue. Oh, I remember him. He's the bastard that tried to kick us out of college. The great chancellor has accused the emperor's court of harboring malefactors conspiring against the imperial heirs. This is why he has offered them shelter and safety in his own impregnable citadel. So this is sounding more like he's holding them hostage? The common people are particularly worried by the news. They take it as a sign that Chancellor is seeking to solidify his power by holding the heirs hostage. Yeah, see? If this continues, Monroe could coerce the emperor in revoking the imperial law, thus depriving the common estate of any and all rights. All hope for reform in the empire has vanished. From farmer to rich industrialist, the commoners are growing desperate. In your province, the authorities are trying their best to put people at ease. The magistrate of Anazote makes a speech from his balcony to the excited crowd below. Remy, good old Remy. Oh, I remember him. He's the one who called us for a meeting that could have been a message. Literally could have been a letter. Trust in your emperor, good people. The imperial heirs are the future of the great Tempest dynasty. The emperor has made the wise decision to send them far away from the scheming court. Great Chancellor Monroe will take good care of them and keep them safe. All glory to the empire. All glory to the Tempest. Well. There goes the province. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Uh-oh. Examine possible chapter endings to check which way you are headed. To achieve the goal you've chosen, you have to meet all its conditions to end the chapter. Oh, fuck. We might get, like, a no-win situation here. Broken Chains, no, that's not happening. Night of the Serpents, that's not happening. Jesus, really? Career 10? Otten faces the court of the honor. That requires a career level 8? We have no chance. We have no chance. Oh, Justice. We also have no chance. I think our only option is a true death in this chapter, isn't it? So, we have to get evidence, because I don't think we're going to get Protector of the People. And we have to get Justice. And this is Patronage or Evidence and Elborny Betrayed. Huh. Oh, this is he gets challenged in the Court of Honor. That's what that is. I was thinking that was like a different route for the same thing. No, this is different. This is the case. This is him being challenged by another Arcanine, it looks like. I don't know. Because both... Our best shot is probably this one going for Justice. But holy hell, that's going to be a rough one. That's going to be hard to get. So we have to beeline for all Justice. Let's see. Like, what's my occupation at? So we have to get that up to 8, which is here. And we're at 3. It's going to be rough. We have to get a whole 5 or 6 points. I don't know if we can make it, but that's our only shot because it's an easier proposition than getting our career up. So we have to go for Justice. It's our only shot. The search for evidence. For breaking the law, breaking the world. Yeah, seriously. You are walking up the marble stairs that lead to the doors of the prefecture. The sword of the younger twin, carved from stone, looms above the doors, just as the case of Darius Otten now looms over you. Preparing this case will take many long months or even years. The words of Prefect Elborny are evidence enough of that. And time and again, you will ask yourself, are you ready to see this case through to the end? Nope. We'd like to, but, no, I don't think we... I think it's fucked up that Borny still said that, like, we're his best hope, because holy hell. Father meets you at the stairs. Sup, Dad? And judging by the dour look about him, News of your most recent case has already reached him. Son, I didn't want to discuss this back home. Oborny is our friend, and I stand by him at all times, but he's dragged you into something that is far too dangerous. I'm not going to repeat your grandfather's mistakes, so I won't tell my son how to live his life or what to do. But I ask you to please consider our family. Would it be worth it to let us come to harm, even if the triumph of justice and law is at stake? Man. We're being, like, caught between 5 different hard places right now. There are already rumors at the prefecture. They say you're getting ready to summon a highborn Arcanian to court. Soon these rumors will spread beyond the prefecture walls. You and I are both Brantes. Perhaps we ought to stay away from something so dangerous. Some battles are too ugly for us to win. You can always slow down the process and bide your time with the routine paperwork. Avoid attracting unwanted attention. I love our dad. He's been so cool the entire game, but he's also lacked a spine the entire game. The only time he finds his spine is when he's simping for Lydia. This way your career and your family honor would not be at risk. Trust me in this, son. Rather than making a selfless sacrifice, we can achieve far more through tireless service for the good of the law. Kind of late for that. You promise father you will consider his words. You say goodbye and return to your office. You are at a crossroads. If you are to make any headway in the case against Aten, you have to start now, while the trail of his misdeeds is still fresh. It's been a year. What have we just been fucking around for a year? All the evidence is gone. Like what? You have little first-hand knowledge of Aten's criminal wrongdoings. Only Tommy's stories and what you have seen for yourself. Turning this case into a trial requires far more evidence than that. Your friend could be the key to the entire case, if he can help you find the other men who have suffered under the remorseless Arcanian. But Thomas is a hunted man. He has every reason to lay low and steer clear of the courthouse. If Tommy can put you in touch with other victims and witnesses among the soldiers and officers of the Legion, perhaps you could gather evidence yourself. But the Legion may meet a lone outsider such as you with too much resistance. Things might get ugly. You consider your options. Apart from Tommy, who else could you gather? Who else could help you gather compelling evidence against the commander? Aten is an Arcanian from an ancient dynasty. Anyone involved will hold their tongue no matter what. The way things are right now, not a single soul would risk angering the Uns to aid a middling judge from an unknown family. Unless an even more highborn Arcanian chooses to support your cause. Gaius Tempest, the Imperial Overseer of Magra, the Emperor's own brother. Every aristocrat in the province knows he detests Doris Aten for remaining loyal to Archduke Melanidas. Ensuring the Overseer's support would increase your authority greatly, and give you a chance to gather evidence against Aten without Tommy lifting a finger. Okay, so that's the betrayal route for Borny. But the Imperial Overseer is one step above the Prefect, your immediate supervisor. You can only address Gaius Tempest directly if you keep it a secret from Elborne. Communicating directly with the Overseer of the province means defying your loyalty to Elborne. Are you willing to do this? Puzzled, you start pacing about your office. It's time to decide how you will begin this case. Depending on what you choose, the case against Aten could lead you to unprecedented success, or end your career, or even your very life. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, ask Tommy, and we get the evidence, but it's gonna lower our Tommy points. Your friend is still in the city. He could introduce you to other people who have suffered at Aten's hands, but at the cost of his own safety. We can't talk to Gaius because we lack reputation. What's that say? You directly address Gaius Tempest, Overseer of Magra, and request expanded authority to gather evidence against his adversary, Gaius Aten. This is the Machiavellian option. This would be good if we're going the nuclear route of becoming the family's heir and everything else? Do we have money to buy the legal system? No. No. We have money in the family, but we're not great. Search for evidence on your own. We die. We get a valor. Oh. We get our violent stat up to 20? Oh, easiest choice of my life. Plus the scheming. Honestly, getting that death for me is just a win. I'm okay with that. We're not going to do this, but what is this? The case against Commander Auden is too much of a risk. You dedicate yourself to other cases at the prefecture instead for a spineless career point. Search for evidence on your own. You set off to find the trail of Auden's deeds on your own, even though having no support could spell a great danger for you. Look, you're looking at it the wrong way, Ace. We won't be out of free deaths. We're going to be on our first real life. You see? So, not only are we out of the pregame, we're going to be on our first real life where stuff is going to matter. And we're going to have our violence stat at 20. That's a win-win-win. I'm telling you, you got to start believing in death, man. It's great. It's free real estate. Granddad really did us a favor when he caved our skull in as a kid. Okay. Part of me does want to do this for, like, the free grab, but it doesn't give us any points. And I'm totally down for this. I'm totally down for a death and valor. And the scheming is just bonus on top. Like, what's my scheming at? And that's going to give us the scheming breakpoint. Perfect. It's win-win-win. Easiest choice of my life. In death. You decide to gather the evidence entirely on your own. You begin investigating the crimes committed by Auden without anyone else's support. Every day we wait. Dude, I was born different in this game. I chose violence from the moment I was born. Irony, Brante becomes a massive coward who flees from danger after getting his 20 Fowler. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah. Yo, YOLO, we're doing it. We're flying solo here. You start with the Imperial Legion. After plenty of inquiries, demands, and threats, you finally get a list of Auden's other victims. List in hand, you go to the Armory of Anazote, where you meet the Legion officers who have already met a lesser death in a duel with the Archnean. All of them are nobles of the mantle, ennobled only recently, young and full of potential to serve the good of the Empire. They are all anxious to avoid getting challenged again. For many of them, another duel would be their last. None of them are eager to provide written statements about their duels, so it would be improper for a soldier to bear witness against his own commander, the latter's conduct notwithstanding. They finally agree to have their testimony committed to ink and paper only after you reassure them, again and again, that their statements will put an end to Auden's murderous rampage. Their stories paint a clearer picture, you realize. There is a method to Auden's madness. All of the officers disobeyed the commander at least once, or expressed their disagreement, no matter how respectfully. More and more officers started to realize that Auden's loyalty lies with Archduke Melanidas, not his lawful superior, the Overseer. So more and more officers are getting challenged by Auden. Have Auden's duels gone beyond his passion for sword fighting? Or were they just an excuse to eliminate any suspicion of treason? Once all of the officers' statements have been collected, you make your way back from the Legion barracks as the sun sets beyond the horizon. The night grows dark. You hear a sudden thundering of boots. Several bulky silhouettes emerge from the dark behind you. You quicken your pace, and the strangers break into a run. Stand and fight! Stand and fight! We can take them. We can take at least one or two of them with us. Hell yeah! We square up. You turn around and draw your sword. Your pursuers encircle you as they draw theirs. You stand ready to defend your life. Look, hold on. We already got the point. We're at level 20 violence. We're maxed out. We can take on the world. We got this. The strangers attack. Their faces are concealed, but their fighting style betrays their Legion training. You abandon any hope of launching a counterattack and focus on defense, somehow deflecting every single blow because we're just not good. Then you see an opening and dash towards the nearest home, your back now safely pressed against a wall. The assassins get closer and form a half circle around you. You have nowhere to run now. The corner seems so safe. You meet them with a flurry of desperate slashes, doing everything you can to keep them away, but your strength is already ebbing with every deflected blow. Then finally, you are felled by a blade in the stomach. The assailants form a tight circle around you, blocking out the darkening sky. When you hear a gruff, unfamiliar voice, "We've got a message for you, sir. Mind your own business." The soldier steps on your chest and stabs you in the throat with a sword. You choke on your blood, shudder, and die. Death comes quickly, almost painlessly. Painless because this is our third death. We don't give a fuck. We're ready to meet the false gods for the third time in our life. Yeah, we put our points in violence, not stamina. My bad. Alright, time to die again. What up, false gods? It's your boy. You are surrounded by an immense gray void. There is nothing but shadows around you, the specters of your decisions, the spawn of your personal will. You see before all your victories and defeats, all your errors and hopes, and boy, we made a lot of errors along the way. We made some decisions in the heat of the moment. Another shadow comes to life by your side. As you gaze at these elusive moving silhouettes, you recognize your last action. This is the death you chose to face, knowing what fate was to befall you. This is the decision you make. The shadows keep spinning and dancing around you, the footprints of every step you have taken since the day you were born. A colossal figure looms over them all. Your future true death. You can no longer deny its imminence. It has always been there, waiting for you. Now you are only one step away from it, but you will take this step yourself. The familiar gigantic figures of the twin gods appear from the void to meet you. They effortlessly lift your tiny soul and hold it in their hands. You have always been in the twin gods' hands. Their will created you. The elder did not grant you his love, he forced it into you. The younger shaped you according to his law, without giving you a choice. An enormous war render rises from the void. The twin gods release you into it, and the torrent of an unfathomable will whisks you away. You are merely a minuscule particle of this universal tide. This will is the sole determiner of all events, past, present, and future. Your puny actions and choices are nothing in the face of the force of this torrent harbors. You whirl in the cosmic vortex of the twin god's will until it casts you out. You careen back down to your earthly life. It is only now that you regain your ability to act. You see all the wills of the universe intertwined in a perpetual struggle against one another. Which will you follow? The will of the elder false god? You follow the will of the god who brings love to the world? Nah. The will of the younger, the will of the other false god who imposes law upon the world? Nah. Earthly power, you abide by the worldly manifestation of the law and the will of the authorities? Nah. Blood tide? No. Granddad caved her skull in. You obey the will of the ancestors and your family legacy, not us. History has a will of its own. You must assume the position that was assigned to you by the soul. Fuck that. Your will! The only will you are willing to live by is our own. This is the way it's been since we were born. Because we were built different. The gods built us wrong as a joke and we're punishing them every day by it. You fall into an endless web formed by the wills of the mortal world. Now that you are free of the cosmic vortex, you can finally exert your own will and make a choice. It feels like a first gasp of air after being suffocated by an alien will, the will of the gods. This is what I was saying before. Now we're on our first real life. Everything else was just bullshit carried by the false gods. I'm like a barbarian constantly being KO'd and coming back to life because I'm too angry to die. Low-key, yeah. Yeah, we're from the 21st century. We chose self-worship. Yeah, this is my... So my first 2 deaths all happened, like, before I was even 10 years old. I died at, like, 5 years old and 7 years old. The first death was because I kept Granddad in the shins, and then he caved my skull in with his cane. And the second death was I jumped in front of horses as a joke, so it was funny. And each time I come and see the gods when I die, I'm like, sup, bitches. I hate you all. I'm gonna do my own thing and tear you down. But for your chosen will to be incarnated here in this world, one decision is not enough. You will have to follow this path to its conclusion, to turn this will into reality by way of your decisions, deeds, and actions. We're finally cut free from the false gods. We're on our own, finally. The real game begins here. This is Dark Souls begins here. Your eyes snap open and you sit up abruptly. The crypt is spinning around you. The stagnant stench chokes you. You got out. You succeeded in preserving yourself against the whirlwind that was tearing you asunder. The will of the twin gods has commanded you to continue your existence. You feel the urge to fall flat on your back and cackle madly. We're back, baby! And we're gonna make it everyone else's problem! Is Granddad's ghost just watching this like, what the fuck? Like, did Granddad not even realize all this time? Like, he thought Granddad thought the family crypt was his tomb? No, it's our crypt. We're just letting Granddad's ghost squat in it. You can feel the world again. The cold stone of the tomb. Our tomb. A weak gust of stagnant air. We are more violent than ever. I'm ready. You rise again from the stone. Look, we maxed out our violence stat, and we got our last free check. We are so ready for violence. We have nothing left to lose. You rise again from the stone slab in the middle of your family crypt and look closely at your arm. A new black mark encircles it. Little else has changed in your body born anew, although getting used to it will take some time. This death is behind you now. It's time to return to our last real life. You go to work in the morning as usual, like nothing happened. Having returned to life, you do all you can to ensure that nobody learns about your death. Any attempt to find your killers and bring them to justice would only hinder your progress on the case. Those Legion soldiers were just following orders. It's not difficult to figure out whom Stith is. Their death really does tell you a lot about what's going on. Yeah, also. The Doom music is playing tomorrow. I'm playing Doom tomorrow again. For now, you do your best to recover and commit to paper every instance and incident, every name, every circumstance, till the once thin folder gets on grows fatter by the day. One day, Prefecto Borny pays you a visit to see your progress firsthand. Although I got bad news for you. So this route requires our justice to be at 8 or 9. So, I got bad news, boss. I got the evidence and nothing else. I got evidence and violence. What do you want? You've done great work, Brante. Commander On isn't even bothering to cover his tracks. I must say, this evidence alone would be enough to indict anyone save for an Arcanian nobleman, sadly. So your work here is far from over. I see you realize that. The way things stand right now, summoning Arcanian to trial in a court of law would indict us rather than him. It would be best to postpone the case for now, but keep the folder safe and secure. If we want to have any chance of getting him indicted in court, we need to make the nobles in the province recognize duels as acts of murder. This means defying a tradition of old, a road perilous and seldom traveled. It means enforcing the rule of law over the Anazote gentry. For now, Sir Brante, return to your other duties, and pay particular attention to any dueling incidents. We will take our next step against her on when the time is right. Yeah, we got 20 violence. We made it, boys. Also, we got scheming. That's just a bonus. That's a cherry on top of this third death. Oh yeah, perfect. An event has happened. You now have the evidence you need to bring Doris Otten to trial. However, the justice requirement is still gonna fuck us. Oh, wait, hold on. The justice requirement for honest sentence is reduced by 1. So I think I need an 8, not a 9. I think that's what that means. Because I remember it said 8 or 9. So that must mean this is the 8 option. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a bro moment. However, I get nervous when there's fire in the house after Granddad, honestly. That's gonna be it for tonight. You know what happened this session? Everyone refused to chill, so I stopped chilling. I went nuclear. Everyone else was going nuclear, so I got in while the getting was good. I love this game so much. If you guys enjoyed this, go and like and subscribe to the channel. Share with somebody you think will enjoy it too. Tomorrow, we're going to play some more of Doom 1993, the OG, the original. We're going to continue on episode 2, which is On the Shores of Hell, I think is the name of it. But that will be tomorrow at 1:40 a.m. Eastern. And also, while I'm at it, I should let you all know that night after tomorrow, Thursday night, no stream because I have to wake up early Friday for a appointment. So, Doom 1993 tomorrow. And then Friday night, I am playing a new indie horror game with the captain, also at 1:40 a.m. Eastern. And Sunday, haven't found out what time yet, but I'll be collaborating with our good friend, Vespa Merrick. I'm sorry, Merrick. I always forget which name comes first. Merrick Vespa or Vespa Merrick. I'm sorry, I forget. We're going to be playing the coffin of Andy and Layla. It's going to be fun. So that's going to be Sunday. I don't know what time yet, though. But I will see everyone tomorrow. I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday. I'll see the Fang Gang later. Take care, everyone. See ya.